was magic. I'm much better now than when I was 32 or 33, when I started having issues. There is hope out there. So I've been an athlete all my life, pretty much like you, Shane. I stopped sprinting when I was 19, then I kept fit, just jogging, running, going to the gym without doing crazy stuff. I say I've always been the stiff kind of guy. So I was always the one who needed to stretch more than the others and without any issues at all. Then I had the brilliant idea of going back to track and field. When COVID started, gyms closed down. I said, okay, let's spend some more time outdoor. I started having fun, having a bit of pains here and there, not specifically hips, but after 6 months, I was in the gym, I was just squatting and very sharp pain in my adductor. And I was like, okay, this is weird. Never happened to me. And even before that, I started having some lateral hip pain on my left side. I didn't give it too much attention to it. I took it easy and I investigated a bit, went to a doctor. I saw a doctor and we do x-rays. He said, your hips they're not a perfect shape. The doctor did not identify the issue. He couldn't say you have hip impingement. The issues didn't go away. I still have this sharp left adductor pain, almost really so sharp like a knife in it, right? Then I had MRI. The picture became more clear. Count confirmation on both sides, bilateral. And then really the world in front of my eyes was gone. I was really desperate. I was like, I've been an athlete all my life. I cannot do track and field anymore. This is the end. That's it. I'm going to retire now and just swim for the rest of my life to avoid the impact, right, on my hips. So I kept doing therapy and still this adductor issue just was persistent. And I was actually very surprised to find out that the right hip was in the same condition. And after the MRI, I started having also some, maybe it was, psychological, that you have something and then you start having pain. So then on the right side, I started having some pain. Then I had an injection that already brought a massive improvement. It was very short term. After a few months, the pain started getting back. I knew I had to do something. I came across your videos on Instagram. It's very more specific, more targeted. And after coming across in the program, I said, okay, let's give it a shot. I started doing this 3 times a week, deep stretches and self-massage. And after already 2 weeks, I felt the massive improvement. It was magic. Well, before I was sometimes limping while walking. On the left side, I had this discomfort and I couldn't walk for very long. Afterwards, I was back to jogging. I work 8 hours a day at least, and I don't have pain when I sit for a long time. Last year, I went on a massive hike in California, Yosemite Park. I remember we did 28 kilometers and almost 40,000 steps, and I was fine. I'm 37 now, so I think I'm slightly younger than you, but I'm much better now than when I was 32 or 33, when I started having issues. There is hope out there.
Yes, there is. And just to also clarify, so when you got back into track and field after many years of not being in track and field, so to jump back into that is rigorous on your body. And like you said, your body started breaking down and different pains here and there. And then the hip stuff started and you got kind of the official diagnoses and then you started trying stuff to heal all that. And you mentioned like massage and
I saw physiotherapy on a weekly basis, osteopathy. It brought some relief, but didn't solve the problem. What sets you apart from other therapists and so-called experts is that you have the issue. You spent an incredible amount of time and resources understanding the issue and finding solutions. You work on each individual in a different way because the hip impingement manifests itself very differently. And you bring this wealth of experience, having dealt with hundreds of, if not thousands of patients, athletes, different ages, different conditions, different countries, different backgrounds. You sort of educate people to be their own best therapists. It's fair to say people with this condition need to become the best therapist themselves to cure it, because it's extremely difficult to find someone who will be able to cure you, to heal you. You need to do work on yourself. You need to become your own best therapist. And you empower people to become their own best therapists, their own best coaches.